Blue Jays yesterday, we were live for it, folks. They go out, they draft Brandon Barrera. How the hell do you say this guy's name again?
Barrera.
Somebody correct us. Yeah. He's a pitcher. He's a left-handed guy. Apparently, he can touch 98, 99. Looks like he has some incredible stuff. Stats were very, very good. He was projected on MLB Pipeline to go like around the teen area. We got him potentially at value at 23. A lot of people are saying that's a good selection. He's 18, though. It's going to take a long, long time before he can come up for us. But you know what? If he could, turn out to be half of what Alek Manoah is, I think we're absolutely laughing. And maybe he's that power guy that we've been wanting in this pitching rotation for a really long time, because we don't really have those flamethrowers right now that can touch 99 and 100 when they need to gas it past somebody.
And like you're saying, he's 18, right? And I think the scouting report, like regularly, he can hit like upper, like he can get like 95, 96, right? With the potential of 98. So he's still got lots of years to put on the pounds and throw the ball hard.
He has not finished developing his body yet.
Dude. Yeah. He's 186 too. Like,
totally.
That's a skinny
when he comes
dude.
to the major leagues, like I could totally see this guy being like 205, 210, and then 98 on the regular sort of thing. So that is potential, and I think that both of us were like pretty happy with that selection.
100%.
There were maybe one or two other guys we would have preferred, but at the end of the day, like this is a dude who I can be okay with this.
Yeah, and I've been saying for a few weeks now, like starting pitching, we need it. Like you always need it. Like I mean, you look at our staff right now, we need it. We're not the best. We are the worst pitching staff that is in a playoff spot right now. Like that's just not good enough. You need to get more.
Not good enough. I would have preferred to have a dude be like 2021, so maybe come up sooner. But this does free us up for the potential to trade Tiedemann, or maybe even trade this guy if we need to go out and acquire another piece.
Because trading, if we didn't go get this guy, then trading Tiedemann feels like we're kind of handcuffed with the guys we have right now and for our future, and it's like. Now we're gonna have to go get some outside free agents and trade prospects and whatever.
I do hear that, man. So that's who we took with our first overall, and then the entirety of last night, we were basically saying we don't need to go out and get infield. So then the Toronto Blue Jays go out and get infield. And they get a lot of infield. They had 3 remaining selections last night. They go shortstop, third base, and then they go second base. So they just really went around the diamond. And I don't really know what this means for us, but I think
we can talk about it in a bit.
Yeah,
we'll go through the guys, but I think I have a couple ideas on what this could mean.
Okay, so number 1 at our 60th overall selection, the Blue Jays select Josh Kasovic. I think I'm saying that correctly. I don't know. He had a .310 batting average, a .380 on base, low power, very good contact, 21-year-old. Any thoughts on Josh?
Yeah, I mean, I think the big thing, like looking at just his overall stats of college ball, like they're not super exciting if you look at the OPS.
They don't jump off the page.
Yeah, they don't jump off the page. But apparently, when he played summer ball, and these are just his summer ball stats, he hit .374 with an OPS. OPS still low, 850 low, but it's low for prospects. Yeah, 854. So
it's also low when you hit .370.
Exactly. So yeah, I mean. 854 OPS doesn't still with a lot of power, but apparently the big thing on him is he's got a great control of the strike zone.
Okay.
He walks just as much as he strikes out.
And
he's got a good bat. Now this, out of the top 4, isn't my favorite pick.
No, it's not. It's not really my favorite selection either. I mean, we went for it. We like contact. Contact is good. I don't know how much upside my boy Josh has, considering he's already 21 and like he wasn't really popping off the page.
Yeah.
But we'll see. So that was our 60th.
Maybe he's Alejandro Kirk.
Maybe he's Alejandro.
Just great.
What are you saying, bro? Kirky's starting to hit for that.
Well, now he is. He's older now.
He's older. You're right. The second guy, or I guess the third guy overall in last night's draft for the Blue Jays, drafted number 77th overall. This one I'm pretty happy with. Tucker Toman. Now, he's from Hammond High School. He's 18 years old, so we're not going to have him for a long time. But if we were going to draft infield, in my opinion, it should have been like an 18-year-old. Just because, like, look at our freaking team right now. We don't need this guy for a long time.
I really like Toman. Like and we got him at a steal. 77th overall, we selected him. He was ranked by MLB Pipeline as number 35.
Yeah, and there were some mock drafts even saying that the Blue Jays could get this guy at 23.
Yeah,
which is kind of stupid. Like, okay, now we get him at 77. So I truly believe that this selection, and actually the one following this, was just a best player available.
Exactly.
We liked this guy. This guy was kind of in a tier by himself. screw it. You know, like, we're going to take a shot on a guy that we think could actually play baseball for us one day.
I agree. And, like, Tolman, one more note I have. Apparently, I read an article that a lot of comparables to a player type like Bo Bichette. Defense is still up in the air, rocky. Swings for an incredible bat speed.
Okay.
A lot of swing and miss in his game. So you don't really know. So you got to work on him. You got to grow him.
Yeah.
So
I mean, he's 18, so a lot of time.
18, and here's the big note: he's a switch hitter, and apparently he's better on the left side too.
So the obviously the management is going to look. Last guy of the evening, drafted 78th, one selection right after Tolman. Second baseman, Cade Doughty. Now, he's from LSU. This guy I like a lot, actually. This is like a sneaky good pick at 78. Now, he had an OPS in college of 921. That is very, very good. That is a quality player right there. Good value for the pick. Lots of power here.
Lots of power.
Could have like a lot of power potential. So... And you don't see a lot of power usually coming out of your second baseman.
No, you don't.
You don't see that. So this could be a nice little sneaky pickup in the second round, drafted 78th overall.
Yeah.
That should have gone a lot higher. We drafted best player available. He hits a lot of home runs for us in a few years.
Yeah, exactly. Best player available. And I want to make another note for those who maybe just see it on the surface level. They're like, why do they keep drafting all these position players? Well, I mean, it was a very big position player heavy draft. Like, there weren't many good starting pitchers. The only good ones pretty much went in the top first round, top few rounds. I mean, I could eat my words in a few years later, which I probably will. There will always be a sneaky guy coming out of like the 10th or something.
1,000%.
Right? But we did exactly what we should have done and just draft best players available. Now, what does this mean for the Toronto Blue Jays? With a bunch of now infield guys, coming into the system, you already have Martinez, you already have Lopez, you already have Groshans. What does this mean? Means it's trade bait here, folks. I mean,
it does feel that way,
right? Like not all these guys are coming to play for the Toronto Blue Jays. A lot of them are going to be traded in in the next 3-4 years. So it's trade bait. You can now be okay with giving up someone like Groshans, maybe even Aurelius Martinez, maybe one of these guys as well.
Yeah, like
I'll
be honest.
Trade deadline.
Cade Doughty is 21 years old.
Yeah.
I don't think that he's ever going to play a game for the Toronto Blue Jays, guys.
No.
Like, Cade Doughty looks to me like a guy who maybe in a season from now, like once he's putting up good numbers in AAA or AA, whatever he's playing, I don't know.
Yeah.
Boom, you're gone. We don't need you anymore. Give us somebody else, like that. Like, that seems to me what this is, because you're right. Like, we are just so flush with infield prospects. There's only 4 positions in the infield that somebody can play in baseball.
Yeah.
These guys will not all have a spot on the Toronto Blue Jays, and I don't really want all these high-profile prospects chilling on our AAA team for 1,000 years and just, like, depreciating in value.
Yeah.
They are going to get traded, not all of them, but some of them, and we are going to acquire some guys that we do need, like potentially outfielders or like potentially bullpen guys when those time comes.
Exactly, and I'm totally cool with it. I mean, like, don't get too attached to these guys. And no offense if you are one of these guys watching this videos, don't get too attached to Toronto Blue Jays. Because this is what the reality of the team makeup is right now. They're trying to win right now, and you're going to help us win by going and playing on another team.
Yes, and in exchange for Juan Soto. I really like you, Brandon. I think you're a great guy. But,
I like him.
I do prefer Juan Soto.
Yeah, if it has to happen, it has to happen.
If it has to happen, it has to freaking happen, guys. That's just the way of it. So that's the Toronto Blue Jays draft. I'm decently pleased with it.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy.
I would have preferred. I really did want us to acquire an outfielder. That I feel like we were kind of stupid to not do that, but. Hopefully they address that in some other fashion.
Again, you could turn these guys into an outfielder.
It's very possible.
It's just all you're really getting, and that's why we got best player available all the time, was like, you're just getting the best player available, highest bar, and send them off.
Hopefully they have the most value. So that's what that is right there.